question a lot. Quite a few people have DM'd me. They asking about chocolate versus regular mushroom. Let me just break it down in a few ways. No notes today. This is all off of the dome. In my personal opinion, one, I think that you could never be as high off chocolate as you would from just regular shrooms with nothing, like just pure organic mushroom. I don't think that you could ever be as high. Two, a lot of these chocolates that are made and that's in circulation, I'm gonna just be very transparent, I don't think they're good. And I'm saying that from the perspective of a person who has, one, tried some of these nasty ass chocolates. Two, who has made my own mushroom chocolate. Three, has also tried other people's mushroom chocolate that I actually did like. Prime example, the 1-Up bar, the 1-Up mushroom bar. I personally have never had it. I'm gonna go get one and try it. I know somebody who got some. And to be honest with you, got them bad boys in bulk. He paid $15 a piece for them and he's selling them for $40. In my personal opinion, I'm sorry, but anything good is not gonna be cheap. You getting the mushroom bars wholesale for $15 a piece and you selling them for $40 because the bitches is nasty and they not selling wherever the fuck they at. That's the first part. The second part is that a lot of people are trying the dark chocolate candy bars. Polka Dot is another chocolate brand, and from what I'm being told, those are also not very tasteful either. And then in comparison to how high a person is from them, I've never met anybody that said that they had a really good trip off of those. I know it's a chocolate bar that's going around on Twitter. It's called an 8 bar or something. I think they made with gray 8 or silverback strands of mushrooms. But I know that some people had ordered those and said that they was tweaking. I'm not gonna lie, the presentation of those, when I saw them, they looked real goddamn good. Whoever made those, kudos to you. The presentation is, and you know, I don't know about the reviews, but also too, remember that when you talking to people about their experience with chocolate and how high they are or what the effects were, there are going to be a few factors. One, consistency amongst people who say that they felt nothing and something. Two, the tolerance of that person who is consuming that chocolate. You need to take that into consideration. A person like me who has a very high tolerance, chocolate may or may not affect me the same way that it would somebody else. Me personally, the couple of batches of chocolate that I made, that I let people try and sample, my reviews were pretty much consistent. Even some of my most experienced shroom buddies, they were saying like, no bro, I was feeling it off 2 pieces and I had food on my stomach, didn't have no citrus to chase. I had other people who was first timers like, you know what, I've done other stronger substances, harsher substances. Off of 2 chocolates, I was smooth. So I can gauge that from the general consensus, and even me doing my own chocolate myself, the general consensus is that, okay, 2 pieces, people feeling decent. Now I know how much I put in here, and that's another thing too. A lot of people are saying that they put a certain amount in these chocolate bars, and people who regularly do shrooms, they're like, bro, I know what I feel like off of a 3.5. My rebuttal to that is that you need to find out what type of mushrooms they're using in this chocolate, because not all mushrooms are of equal potency. So that could be the difference in your experience. Somebody who drink, they saying that they made some jungle juice, but they used wine coolers. You ain't gonna be as drunk off no jungle juice made with wine coolers as you would be as if somebody made that same jungle juice with like a 5th of Smirnoff, or if they made that jungle juice with a 5th of Hennessy. Them 3 different types of jungle juice that's gonna have you 3 different types of inebriated based on the quality and the level of potency of what's actually being used in it. So I want y'all to keep that in mind too, because not all mushrooms are the same. They not the same strength, they not the same potency, and then the ratio that people are using of mushrooms to chocolate, that matters. My personal opinion, do I think that chocolate could have you as high? If you could eat the amount of chocolate that's equivalent to having 2 grams worth of shrooms in it versus eating 2 regular grams of regular shrooms, I think the 2 grams of regular shrooms is gonna have you higher. Now, if you like, no, I wanna consume a lot of shrooms, but I don't wanna eat them raw, I prefer the chocolate because it ain't got no taste, or the taste is better than, you know, having to down these mushrooms, I don't like the taste of it. Okay, I can see that. But also too, if who you get your chocolate from, you don't know, and you can't ask them what strand of mushrooms they put in it, I just would recommend that you not buy them. Not even being funny. I get that people out here trying to hustle up and make their money, but y'all spending $60 on a 1-Up bar in Cali, and if you got them from the street or somebody who bought them in bulk, like the guy that I told y'all about, let's say you got it in bulk from him for $40, you gonna be blue. You spent your $40 and you ain't feel nothing. Now you like this chocolate huff, right? But he couldn't even tell you what that chocolate was made with. So again, I'm saying all this to say that if you're gonna do shroom chocolate, I would say get it from somebody with really good reviews. Y'all need to do y'all homework. I'm gonna try some of these chocolate bars out here, and I'm gonna let y'all know. I've had one of them called Octane. It come in a purple and orange packet. That shit was gross. Another discrepancy that I have with a lot of these shroom chocolates that's out here is that people are just grinding up the shrooms and putting them in chocolate, and that's not how you make shroom chocolate. Because they doing it that way, that's impacting the way that it tastes when y'all get it. Shroom chocolate should be smooth. It shouldn't taste gritty. Shroom chocolate should not taste like sand on a turkey sandwich, and it also shouldn't taste like grits. A lot of these shroom chocolates, they taste like unfinished grits because of the way that whoever is making them. All these flavors that's out here, I ain't gonna hold you. Some of these people, they got it on the flavor, they got it on the taste. But would you rather something taste good and be like, oh yeah, that was good, but you spent extra money on something that tastes good that didn't give you no flow? You didn't feel the intended effects of it because it wasn't made properly. I'm saying all that to say, to answer y'all question about what do I feel about shroom chocolate versus just doing regular shrooms, if I'm being honest, I think shroom chocolates are good for beginners. People who want to get their feet wet, people who want a smooth, gentle, soft introduction to doing shrooms. They want to feel it, but they don't want to trip. Now, people who do want to trip, I think you should just eat regular shrooms. Go get you a bag of chips, eat the shrooms with the chips. Can I say that I've ever was tripping off of chocolate? Nah, I can't say that. And to be honest with you, if I could make a chocolate bar that would make me trip, I don't think I would want to make that, because that take a lot more effort and energy. I gotta melt down chocolate and use a double boiler, put it in the microwave and keep stirring it up and grind my shrooms up and add my extra ingredients and make sure my no, instead of doing all that, I would rather just eat the mushrooms. I would not want to put in that much work to trip and say that I made a chocolate bar that had me out my mind, when I could have just been out my same amount of mind in a shorter amount of time with a whole lot less effort, and didn't have to spend the time to make it down into a chocolate. So yeah, there's my answer on that. But I do think chocolates are a good way for people to get started. For people who nah, I want to see what it's like, I want to feel wavy, I want a brief introduction. And I also think chocolate is a great way to slowly scale up. Cute little buzz. Something else that I do recommend is supplements. I made my own capsules, and I microdosed those capsules for 2 weeks. I tried 2 different microdosing schedules to see what I like, and I also finessed a few other things during that and came to some other realizations that I'm gonna give to y'all in that video. But I think capsules are a good way to have a good introduction to psychedelics, because with chocolate beating the taste of natural shrooms and it being nasty and having to eat it with other stuff if you don't like the taste of it, and chocolate taking a lot of work, I think supplements are a good alternative as well. Supplements can have about the same amount of substance that a chocolate could have, and there's also, again, there's no taste. It's direct, and I've had a great experience with capsules as well, and I honestly can say that I much prefer the supplements over having to crunch down my shrooms with a bag of hot chips or whatever. But even with that, there's only so much you can fit into one capsule, no matter the capsule size. Now, unless you just out here swallowing horse pills, yeah, I mean, you can stuff however much you want, but you're not fitting no whole 3-5 into a capsule. You're gonna have to break that down into multiple capsules, weigh it up, do math, and get it that way. I feel like I done combed through everything that I can think of right now. I love the fact that y'all are DMing me. I love the fact that y'all are sending me questions, because I need to know what people are curious about, and this helps me not only create content content, but it helps me comb through some of the questions that a lot of y'all have, because I feel like I've had a bomb ass journey so far with doing psychedelics and the introduction with shrooms into my life. And so, you know, I'm just at a point where I really want y'all to be informed. So the questions that y'all have, no dumb question is dumb unless you don't ask it. I hope this video gave y'all everything you needed. If I left anything out, please feel free to comment. Please feel free to DM me on Instagram. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace out.